Hi guys, welcome to the Brainy Buzz channel. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. In this video, we will talk about 10 near-death true stories by people who died and came back to life. Death, near-death experiences, and life after death are probably some of the few topics that are not only widely discussed, but also those ignite curiosity in everybody's mind. These answers on Reddit are stories of people who died and came back. They were posted after a certain Reddit user, who officially died twice, invited questions from other users on the same. 1. Is it peaceful? I was getting an angiogram done, wide awake watching the screen and talking to the doctor. Alarms started to go off and everyone became panicked. My world became soft and foggy and everything faded to black. The next thing I remember was opening my eyes and hearing Adar say, "We got him back." It was really a peaceful feeling more than anything. 2. Memoryless? I collapsed during a class presentation one day. All breathing and blood circulation stopped. I felt as if I was plummeting down an endless hole while my peers cried for help. I was revived and still have no memory of the little bit of time before and after my death. 3. Does it feel like being home finally? Several years back, my cousin died on the operating table and was revived after a few minutes. She described it as peaceful, but that there was also a strong sense of welcoming and love. She said it felt like coming home. She's fine and healthy now and knows it wasn't her time, but she's completely unafraid of death now based on those few minutes. 4. Happiness. My mom had a brain aneurysm that was nearly fatal. Around the time that the doctors told us that she was going to die, she later related that after several hours of terrible pain, she only felt peace. She described a lightness of being and relaxed happiness. The first words she spoke to me when she awoke were, "Isn't it so sad about Michelangelo?" 5. There was fog all around me. I was standing somewhere. There was fog all around me, and I saw my best friend, who at the time I'd been fighting with, and he'd stopped talking to me, come out of the mist. He told me that I couldn't go yet, that I have to keep trying, and if I promised not to give up, he'd see me back on Earth. I wordlessly agreed, and I was instantly pushed into my body. 6. A sense of being out of the body. I do remember a little bit of the ambulance ride, but not from my own body. It was seriously the strangest thing I have ever experienced. It could have been a dream, but I saw my own unconscious body, completely flatlined, in the ambulance. I remember the EMT who was in the ambulance with me, whom I did not see before I passed out, had mint green hair, and I couldn't remember his name. But I asked for him when I regained consciousness about 3 days later. 7. I was definitely able to see things that were in no way visible from where my body was. I remember speaking and being angry because nobody would answer me. When I coded, I don't remember a sensation of floating, but I was able to recall things in detail that happened while I was dead on the other side of the room. No white lights, no dead relatives, nobody telling me to go back, but I was definitely able to see things that were in no way visible from where my body was. I remember speaking and being angry because nobody would answer me. My mother told me, "You didn't say anything, you were dead." 8. Bright light? My father suffered a severe stroke in his mid-20s and flatlined / died for a short period. He described it as a warm, calm light getting brighter around him. He felt a familiar and friendly presence, and then felt like he was slipping into a dream. He came to consciousness a few days later and couldn't remember anything but that feeling for a while. Apparently, he heard his friend's voice echoing as well. 9. Giant wall of light? I was standing in front of a giant wall of light. It stretched up, down, left, and right as far as I could see. Kind of like putting your eyes 6 from a fluorescent light bulb. The next memory I have is waking up in the hospital. 10. Died 4 times on the way to the hospital. My father got into a terrible motorcycle accident wherein he basically powderized both of his femurs. He died 4 times on the way to the hospital and required 23 blood transfusions. He said he doesn't remember what happened with his body because he wasn't there. He was sitting somewhere really warm that felt familiar talking to some of his older family members and he said when he would try to stand up to join their circle-shaped group, one of them would come over and push him back down. They'd tell him he shouldn't be so eager to join them, and that it wasn't time for him to go yet, since he still had a family to take care of. He said the last time he tried to get up, someone punched him so hard in the head that he felt like he blacked out, and when he woke up, he was in the hospital's ICU. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go.